guys, so go ahead and just turn to your left, turn to your right, and you can go ahead and sign welcome. This is how you sign welcome, like you're welcoming somebody into your arms. So you're doing a C hand motion like this. Welcome. I'm so happy to see you all here today. As I said in my announcement, I am still sick, so I'm sorry if I sound kind of tired. I'm not bored. I'm just terribly ill, so sorry. But it's really good to see you all. I was thinking we could learn some colors today. How does that sound? Would you guys want to learn colors? Does that sound good? Is there anything else that you guys wanted to go over today? Anyone had something that they were really hoping we could go over? Just go ahead and raise your hand. I'm happy to teach whatever you need. Anyone have a suggestion? Yeah, Kaden?
Okay. I know some other teachers don't cover this. How would you combine like bright and dark with other colors?
Okay,
Like if you
cool.
wanted to specify like a bright blue or a dark blue.
Sure. Okay, Yum Yum also? Huh? Oh, see-through. 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 Okay, you want me to teach clear sign, the sign for clear? Okay, cool, yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah?
East and west, I am confused on when presenting whether you go to the left side or the right side, or the W and the E. I know north and south is pretty easy, but I'm confused on the other.
Sure, yes, I can go over that as well. If you don't mind, okay, Coda is a demon. If you don't mind, just give me like 1 minute. I need to change my music because I'm having tinnitus, so I just want some music going on so my ears don't ring. So give me 1 minute.
Might be your backup. You look like a normal person to me.
I'm a demon? Oh no.
What's wrong with it? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it because you're floating?
Maybe? I like sitting upwards, like floating.
Okay. Hello. Sorry about that. So let's start with colors. Actually, no, let's start with your question, Broken, because I'm going to forget. So, when you are facing a map, when you're looking at a map, east is on the right. And if you don't remember actually which letters go which way, my teachers from forever ago taught me N is for never, E is for eat, S is for soggy, and W is for waffles. Never eat soggy waffles. You never want to eat that, okay? And then it goes around in a circle, okay? So with E, because it's on the right, even though it's technically the person that we're signing to, it's their left, because we're the person signing, we're going to do it to the right. So you're more important. You're going to put it to the right. And then same with west. If you have a W, you're going to go to the left. So north, east, south, and west. You're going to imagine the cross in front of you. Does that make sense? Good question. Okay, let's go over some colors now, shall we? Let's start with the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then we'll do pink, brown, black, white, gray, and tan. Also, oh wait, sorry. I thought I didn't write brown. Okay. Let's start with red, which is the color of the pen. Okay, so, who here gets bloody noses a lot? Is anyone like me and they get bloody noses pretty often? I get bloody noses like at least once a week. Okay, so what happens when you get a bloody nose? It drips down your mouth and you have it on your chin. And what do you have to do? You have to wipe it off. So you have a pointer finger and you're wiping the blood off of your chin. This is how I remember red, because blood is red. If this is not a good memory aid for you, you don't have to use it. But this is how a lot of people also think strawberries are red. You want to eat a strawberry and then you get it on your chin, so you're wiping the strawberry off. Make sure it's on your chin, not your nose, your chin. So red like strawberry or red like blood, whatever helps you remember. Red. Cool. So red and orange are oddities, and then the rest is simple. Orange also is going to be on your mouth area, because orange is the same as the fruit. What do you do with fruits? You eat them, right? So you're going to have an O for orange, and you're going to put it underneath your chin, and you're going to squeeze, like you're squeezing the juice out of an orange. It's near your mouth because you eat oranges, and you're squeezing it because you like orange juice. Who can tell me why it's really important that we don't go down? Who can tell me, what does this mean? What does this mean if I pull down? Same motion. Yum, yum, yeah. What does this mean? Old, that's right. This is how you sign old. Like an old man's long beard. If I pull down, that means old. So it's really important. When we're signing orange, we're not going down. We're staying right underneath our chin. We're just squeezing, okay? So nobody's doing down. Nobody's doing to the side. Nobody's doing up. No. Just staying still. Squeeze, orange. Okay, so we have red on our chin and orange on our chin. And then guess what? It's a lot easier from here. So these are the ones that you have to remember. So yellow, look at this. What letter is that? Who can tell me? Y. You guys are so smart. I love you guys. Okay, so you have a Y, and what are you gonna do? You're just gonna shake it. Like this. Shake it. My fellow West Coast will recognize this as shaka. Okay, but in sign language, this is yellow. All right, I live in California, but it's okay. I'm able to pardon it. So yellow is like this. Who can tell me when you have green, guess what? G for green, shake it. Same thing. Yellow, green. And then ready? Get this. Blue. You ready for this? B hand? Shake. Yeah, you got it. Shake it. Yep, B for blue. In real life, you're going to have that thumb tucked in. This is how you sign B. If you have index, you can tuck it. But if you don't have index, just do an open hand. Or you can do this if you like, whatever you want. Okay, blue. Purple. How do you sign purple? Show me. Yeah! Purple. P for purple. This is a P. You're going to do P, and you're going to shake it. Same thing. P for purple. Yeah, this is easy. This is it. Oh no. But purple and pink, they have the same letter. What are we going to do? Okay, so purple is like this with a P, but we can't do that for pink. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do just like red, because red and pink are really similar, right? So we're gonna use a P hand and go down, just like how we signed red. Yeah. Pink. Remember, it's on our chin. On our chin. Pink. Downwards. You can imagine if I grow really old and I become an old man, I'm going to grow a beard and it's going to be pink because I have pink hair. Right? So you're just imagining my old pink beard. When I grow old one day. Pink. Yep. And then brown and black. This starts to come away from the easy stuff. So this is all easy, right? Because this is all just the letters. So yellow, green, blue, purple, right? Easy, easy. Okay, so now we're getting a bit harder. But you can remember this. I believe in you. So both brown and tan, both use the same hand motion. So for brown, we're going to have a B hand. B for brown, we're going to go on the side of our face and pull downwards. Brown. Who here has brown hair? Does anyone have brown hair? I have brown hair. Yep. So if your hair is long, your hair flows down the side of your head like this. So you have brown hair, or your friend or whoever has brown hair. So you're showing that hair going down the side of your face. Most people have brown hair, right? Brown, okay. And then tan, same thing, except you're going to have a T hand. T hand. So this is how we do T in VR, okay? But in real life, we put our thumb in between our two fingers like that. Okay? So what I do is I say T and then I do a fist and I pull down the side of my face. Same thing. Same thing. So letter T, pull down the side of my face. Tan. Tan. Pull down the side of my face. Tan. Great. And then black. Black. So this one's also a little different. Does anyone know how to sign summer? Summer. Does anyone know how to sign summer? Yes. Yep. Summer. Like this. Pulling across your head. Because what happens when it's hot, you're sweating. So you're wiping off that sweat. That's summer, okay? So you know that black is the color that attracts the most heat from the sun. That's why you don't want to wear black when you go outside and it's really hot. So similarly, you're going to be, I imagine, like you're also wiping sweat off the top of your head, because black, if you wear it out in the summer, you get really hot. So one time like this. Just pulling across my head. And it's important, we're not ending like this. We're not curling my finger. We're just having a pointer finger, pulling it across my head. Because what if I do that? What does that mean? Does anyone know what that means? Yes, because. Because. We don't want to say because, and we don't want to say summer. So if I do it multiple times, that's summer. If I curl my finger, that's because. So no curling the finger and no multiple times. Only one time. Black. Black. And then white. White. You're going to have an open hand. You're going to go on your chest and pull outwards. Pull outwards. In real life, you're going to end on a Mamma Mia hand, which is what I call it, but it's actually called a flat O. But it's just kind of like, Mama, yeah. But you could just do a fist in VR. You're going to pull out like this. White. White. Okay. And then, so a lot of people ask, because obviously we have the word tan here, and then we have black and white. So a lot of people ask, can this also be describing people? Can I say, black woman or white man? And similarly, can this be used for pale? You look pale. Or she was pale as a ghost. Okay. So I will say you can use these words to describe people. Just like in English, you can say white piece of paper, or you can say white girl, whatever. So that's the same. You can say white person. But if you specifically want to say pale, that's actually a different sign. You're going to sign white, you're going to do white, and then you're going to do an open hand on your face, like this. Because that white color is in your face. It's like the blood has drained from your face. So you come out like this, white. Good question. I will get to that right after I finish my thought, because I will forget what I'm about to say. So, however, there's something really important about black as well. So you can say black with this pointer finger, but in American Sign Language, there's also another sign that can be used for black that's reserved for the Black community in ASL. And there's actually a subdivision, a different dialect of sign language that's called BASL, which means Black American Sign Language. And it's the same motion with a B hand, except that can only be signed by people who are Black. And no, that's not the N-word. It's not like that. I've had students ask me if it was the N-word. No, it's not the N-word. It is a word to describe identifying as a Black person or experiencing being Black in America. So it's like an experience or an identity, which is why it makes no sense for somebody who's not Black to use it. So it's not the N-word, but it is important to know that this exists because you get to open your eyes to an entire subculture of sign language in America and an amazing word that people are able to express their identity with. And I think it's awesome. But yeah, a lot of students don't really know that. So I like to tell people what it is. But it's really cool. I really recommend Googling the history of BASL, and it's awesome. It's so cool. And you asked, how do you say what's your favorite color? That's what you said. I totally did not forget. Fave or it. Favorite. Excuse me. So you're going to have, if you have index, you're going to have a middle finger down. If you don't have index, you could either do a rock and roll, or you can do open palm and then point to your middle finger and drag it down. So you're telling the person, hey, look, my middle finger is down, okay? So you're going to have your middle finger down, and then you're going to tap on your chin. Tap on your chin. Favorite, and then color is you're going to have open palm and you're going to wiggle your fingers on your chin. Yep. And if you don't have index, just do open to relaxed, open to relaxed, open to relaxed. Yep. So you favorite color what? What's your favorite color? You favorite color what? And in VR, we're going to turn our head. It's a question. In real life, you're going to use your facial expressions. Huh? Do a confused question? So your favorite color is what? What is your favorite color? Now that you know how to sign these, show me. What's your favorite color? Green, purple, red, blue, green, blue, dark green, getting real specific. Okay, nobody's favorite color is pink. I'm only a little hurt. I'm only a little offended. I'm offended. Yeah, hello. Oh, so you can either say you or your. In this case, it's kind of whatever. A lot of the times in sign language, your and you can kind of be interchanged when it's a question. Same with like you name or your name. It's kind of whatever. Because it's like in English, your it's kind of complicated. Like we are saying you own that color. Like it doesn't really make sense. Like I don't own pink. I don't own it. It's my favorite, but I don't own pink. So it's okay, like, if you say you favorite, like, it's still my favorite, but I don't own it. Because when you say your, it's like you own that. That's yours. Or mine, this is mine. So it's really interchangeable. It really depends on the person. That's a good question. Thank you for asking. I should have clarified that. Cool. Did I finish? I did not finish. Okay. So gray, also, imagine you have a bunch of paint. You have on this hand, you have black paint. On this hand, you have white paint. So what would happen if you mix them together? You make gray, like this, gray, gray. This is also the same sign for whatever. Same sign. It's just context. And then I did teach tan. Okay, cool. Do we have any questions before we move on? Because I'm going to teach light and dark next. But do we have any questions about anything? It doesn't have to be about what I just taught. It could be any sign. Yes. Gray? No, so comfortable is slightly different. Your hands are like this, not like this. So you're gonna, and then it's more like touching up and down. So I'm having this hand go on top of this hand, and then I'm shifting onto this hand. While gray and whatever is more, I'll show you from the side, like this. I'm just teetering back and forth, and it's like I'm pregnant, like I'm holding it in front of me, not like this. What? I don't know. How else would you describe this? Like, got a big belly. What else do you do with your hands like this? Cool. If I ever get pregnant, maybe that's how I'll announce it. Yes. I'm listening. Oh, orange? Uh-huh. Sorry, your head's slightly off, so I was a bit confused. Same. Fruit. Yeah, same. So if I want to say I want to eat an orange, or it's orange colors, just like English, it's interchangeable. Yeah. And yes, and then let us continue here. Light. Dark. Shiny. And clear / see through. That is probably illegible, so I'm sorry. Okay. So light, so there's a lot of different ways to sign light. But trying to think of the best way to say this. Light in this context, I usually sign. There's so many different ways. I usually I'm trying to think of the best way. I usually sign middle fingers together and then go out like this. Light, but then there's also light, like light coming from down below you. There's light like a feather, so you wouldn't use that. But personally, I either do light or light. There's a lot of different ways to sign it. But then there's another way, because the way to sign dark is you have two hands covering your face like this. The darkness falling, the night has come. It is dark, right? But then if you want to say the opposite, so like let's say you're saying, which is it? Is it dark or is it light? Or you could say, is it dark outside or is it light outside? So you can only use this if you're comparing. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways to say it, but if you want to be the most clear, I'd say light or light. But then dark's easy. Dark's like light's like the cousin nobody wants to invite to the birthday party because it's so complicated. But the one that isn't right is you don't want to do light, because this is light, like heavy light, you know? Yeah. Bright, I sign the same as clear or like intense, which is you're gonna have fists and then blow outwards. Like it's really bright. Except usually bright I do more like on my eyes. So I do like that. While clear I do more down to my chest. But yes, clear is like this. Because this is also the same if you're communicating. You're like, is that clear? Did she explain clearly? Is that clear? It could also be clear. But then if you want to specifically say see through, you could literally sign see through. See through, like that. See through, yeah. And then shiny, you're gonna have two middle fingers down, and then you're like this. Woo! Imagine you're like opened a treasure chest, and you're like, oh, gold. Oh, which also reminds me, gold and silver. Does anyone here have any tooth fillings? Has anyone had to go to the dentist and have their tooth filled from a cavity? Okay. Are any of those silver or gold, or did you get like the weight? Yeah. Okay. So think of that. That's why these two are signed. You have a pointer finger, and you're gonna point into your cheek. You're literally gonna touch in your cheek as if you're pointing to your molar. Okay. And then for gold, you're gonna touch your cheek and then go out to either a G hand or go out to a Y, because gold is yellow. So you can either say gold like this or like this. Yep. And then same thing, silver, you're going to point to your cheek and then go out to an S. Silver, gold. Silver, gold, because of tooth fillings. Isn't that cool? Did you have a question, Jess?
Yeah, sorry, I don't know how to sign it well, but for
No worries.
if you're doing a sign that has two F hands and you don't have valve index, would you just make sure to like do this, do that, and then like for you had done it for shiny.
Oh yeah, so shiny is actually middle fingers down, not F hands. But if you do F hands, what I usually do is I indicate, and then I actually sometimes I use fists to like interpret. This is how you sign interpret. I usually do F and then I do fists, or I just do F and then open hands like this, or like decide. But yeah, with shiny, you could just point to your middle fingers and then do open hands like that.
Okay.
Yeah, good question. Thank you. I should have clarified. Any other questions about anything? Excuse me. Quantifiers? Like a lot and stuff like that? Yeah, I mean, I could go on and on and on about that. I feel like I should teach that for next lesson. But yeah, maybe next week I could do that. That's a good point for next week. You're like ahead of the game. Yeah, Yum Yum? Did you also have a question? You're lagging a little bit. Could you repeat that? See? I'm sorry, one more time. You keep lagging as soon as you fingerspell. C O P P E R. Oh, I don't know the sign for copper. I just fingerspell that. Do you know, Danny, do you know the sign? There is no sign? Oh yeah, you just fingerspell. Yeah, okay. We all fingerspell it. Fingerspell. Copper. Good question, though. Any other questions about anything at all? Oh, sorry. Yes.
If you wanted to say like transparent or translucent, how would you say?
I would finger spell that, or I would say see-through, because they're kind of synonyms of each other. But if you're like specifically wanting to say that, I would finger spell. Anything else before we wrap up and take a photo? I know class was a little short today. Yeah, Coda? Bright red Coda?
Like, yeah, and is that actually how you see me? I think everybody else sees me fine.
Yes. Let me take a...
Unclear.
That's
I was about to say
shaders.
yes.
Oh,
You are
okay. I
bright
see.
red.
There you go. Well, I'll take a photo of you and I'll show it to you later, but continue. Wait, could you repeat that?
How would you sign unclear?
So you could either say not clear or just shake your head no. Not clear. It's unclear.
Shaded
Unclear.
So Chris looked red.
Any other questions? That was a really good one, Coda. Thank you. Okay, you guys ready to take a photo? Cool. Let's do this. If you come up with a question after